welcome back to I Breathe Life channel. So I'm excited to have you here again. So I hope you've been blessed by my previous videos and please subscribe before you continue watching. So thank you very much. So today's topic is titled 3 Reasons Why You Shouldn't Compare Your Life's Journey with Someone Else's Journey. It's very important you don't compare your life's journey with someone else's journey. So let me just say this out now. Apostle Paul said that those that compare themselves with one another, they are not wise. I didn't say that, so I'm going to put the scripture up so you can see it. So, but on a more serious note, it's very important that you know that you are different and you've been called for a special purpose. I think there was something in the heart of the Father, something the Father had in mind when He sent you specifically to this world. There's something He wants you to do. He has crafted a path. He has divinely crafted a path for you. There's a path for you. There's a script He has written down. There's something He wants you to do. There's something He has called you to do. If you read the Bible, all the biblical characters all had roles to play. They had specific things to achieve. They all had something that God wanted them to achieve. And I think the same thing applies to us humans. There's something each of us has been called. And I know that this deception of wanting to compare your journey with someone else, I know it's very normal, but at the same time, you have to be very careful. Now, if you're looking at others because when you see them, you're challenged, you're inspired, you see them doing great things and you want to do more, be better, that's not a problem, it's okay. But when it becomes like you're comparing, that's where the issue comes in. So now 3 reasons why you shouldn't compare yourself with others is: number one, when you begin to compare, you lose focus. You lose focus of your assignment, you lose focus of your purpose, you lose focus of what you've been called to do. You leave what you're meant to do unattended to. And when you do that, when the blessings come, when the reward come, you're not there, you're found wanting. So it's very important that you don't compare, so you don't lose focus. Your eyes must be on what you've been called to do. Your eyes must be on that thing. I think I love the place in the Bible that says that Jesus endured the cross and his heart was set on the joy that was before. He was set on the joy. In fact, the goal was the cross. The goal was to go there and at the end get into glory. So his heart was set on the joy that is before him. So it's very important that your perspective are aligned clearly, you see clearly, like your eyes are on the goal, your eyes are on what you've been called to do. Because if your eyes are not there, there's going to be an issue. So the first reason is that when you compare, you lose focus. The second reason is that there's this jealousy, there's this root of bitterness that begins to spring forth, especially when the person you're comparing your life with is close to you, like a friend or whoever it is. There's this jealousy, there's this bitterness. It could even be a spouse. Funny enough, it could be a spouse. So there's this bitterness, there's this jealousy that sets in, and before you know it, you are angry at the person, you begin to slander the person, begin to complain and all of those. In fact, it just begins to breathe in just bad things and all of those. And God does not want that for us. And that's why it's very important you don't compare, so that you don't get jealous, so that you don't get envious, so you don't begin to slander people unnecessarily. In fact, people you should become friends with, not for them to help you go, you begin to slander them. That's what comparison does, which is totally wrong. That's the second reason. Don't compare, because it can breed a lot of funny characters and funny jealousy all around. So the third reason why you shouldn't compare is because when you compare, there's a probability you begin to lose your joy. I'll say that again. When you compare, there's a high tendency of you losing your joy. Now, when you lose joy, you've lost your productivity. The Bible clearly says that it's with joy that you draw out from the well of salvation. It's with joy you draw out water from the well of salvation. Not with any other tool, not with prayer, not with fasting, it's with joy. So when you lose your joy, you lose productivity. You're no longer excited about what you've been called to do. You're no longer passionate. You're no longer enthusiastic about the things that God has placed in your hands. You get angry, and ultimately, when you lose your joy, depression can set in. And when depression sets in, the devil can just take a hold of that person, and that's the end. So it's very important that, I know the world is becoming very competitive and a lot of things are going on right now, and there's this thing of trying to look at what people are doing and wanting to compare. I know it's normal, but you must be guided. It's very important that you try not to be drawn into the deception of comparison because see, if only you know what you've been called to do, if only you realize the great plans that God has for you, you will just stay on your lane and be focused and just make sure that you achieve everything that He has put in your hands to do, or everything He wants you to do. So it's very important you don't allow yourself to be dragged into comparison. Just be you. Be authentic. Love yourself. Love your life. Be content with your life. Be content. Celebrate the little wins. I'm just saying little. There's no standard or there's no criteria to use to judge whether it's little or big wins. Celebrate every progress that you make in life. If it's that additional degree you've gotten, be happy for yourself. If others are doing, be happy for them too. So celebrate everything you have. If you just got a new phone, be happy. It's a progress. If you've gotten a new clothes, be happy. It's a progress. If you've gotten a new job, be happy. It's progress. If you've gotten promotion, whatever it is you've gotten on your journey, be happy. Celebrate yourself and be content with it. Be content with it. Try not to compare. Yes, they may be doing great things. Be happy for them. You'll get there too. Just follow your path. Follow the path that has been crafted for your life, and at the end, you'll be so happy that you did. When we finally join the saints up in heaven, we'll be like, wow, thank God I overcome. Thank God I was able to overcome. Thank God I was able to do the things that God wanted me to. Thank God I was able to impact life. I was able to touch people in the little way that I could. Thank God I was able to do the things that God wanted me to do. Thank God I was not dragged into comparison. Thank God I was focused. Thank God I didn't let jealousy destroy a relationship that should have helped build me. Thank God I didn't lose my joy and become depressed and become unproductive. Thank God I didn't do that. So you'll be happy that you didn't do all of those things. So try not to compare. I know the world is getting tougher and tougher, but please try not to compare yourself with others. So there are other things that comparison can do. You can write them down at the comment section and I'll be willing to engage with you. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Be blessed.